Hello and welcome back to my hangar. 3 Star Citizen videos in 3 days? What is going on? Lots. Apparently today we had another hangar patch drop, patch 12.1. Primarily, in this patch, they basically added the Freelancer Variants finally. We saw leaked models of them a while ago that were in the game files that Anything FPS made videos for, which were quickly removed, and today they're actually added into the patch. I have one of each in my hangar here to, to have a look around. But also, as well as that, the final for the next great starship is tomorrow, and the 2 finalist ships are in everybody's hangar to look at today. So if you have, it doesn't matter what hangar you would have a deluxe hangar for the next 24 hours, and in it you'll have these 2 ships that you can see me coming up to here. The first one here is the 4 Horsemen's, I think it's Aegis Dynamics Redeemer. You can't get in these ships, but with the final tomorrow, the final of TNGS is tomorrow at 3 PM Pacific time, so that's when the voting stops. So I would imagine they've put the models in for everyone to look at to help decide which you want to vote for. It's a shame you can't get inside the ships, but it's understandable. The inside of the ships probably are not fully complete, but we can see the external models, we can get the base size of the ships, and it will definitely make it easier to decide on which to vote for. This is the 4 Horsemen's one, as I said. We'll have a little walk around it. ACS SG-1011. This is like, look in here, this is like a turret at the bottom, I would imagine. Look at the detail on this. You got missiles here. There's 5 missiles there on each side. You got guns there into the wings. These are the things. The actual these things actually open up in combat to actually have the thrusters inside them. So as they open up a bit, you see the thrusters behind them. Look at the hatch at the back, which obviously you can't open down at the moment. Look at the wheels. Look at the details on even the details on the wheels. It looks great, man. The 4 Horsemen. Well, my favourite ship was always the Talon, but of the ones that are left, it's definitely the 4 Horsemen. Doesn't this look beastly? Look, you got a turret under at the bottom, at the front. You got one at the back. Just look at this. Just look at that ship. And the second one is the Shard Collective ship. So Shard Collective is an Origin Jumps Works ship, and it's the AX-114 Boomslang. Look at the silhouette of this from the side, and see the aerial on the front there. I assume that's some sort of aerial or for sensor. But if you look at this from the front, it definitely looks like a helicopter gunship. You got to think that these ships were intended originally. The original design document was to make like a gunship type ship, and this one definitely looks like a helicopter gunship if you look at it especially from here from the front. But even though we can't get in these ships, you can see that you can look inside through the window and see some of the detail. Origin logo on the front. You can see the thrusters there. A thruster there on the top and bottom here. Big engines there. Look at the chrome on the size of these wheels. And look at the chrome effect. That's just. This is the biggest wheels I've seen on any of these ships. I'm really loving this. Just the fact that they put these models in here, it shows how ready, they are for the end of this competition, and how, just think. The final is tomorrow, and the external models are this complete. Of course, the inside's probably got a bit of reworking to do. There's probably some clipping on the inside of some of it. That's probably why they won't let us in them at the moment. But at least we get to see them. And finals tomorrow, and I really think I'm still going to go with a 4 horseman ship. that's definitely what I'm still looking at the moment. I'll link the patch notes, the full patch notes, in the description below, so that you can check out what the other bug fixes were. Some of the fixes they put in this patch were for the Arena Commander. Some of it seems to be preparation for the getting the multiplayer working properly. I'll also link the page for that shows more info about the different Freelancer variants. Personally, I melted one of the 2 cutlasses I had because neither of them had LTI, and you know, they can easily be put back. And I used that credit to upgrade my base Freelancer to the Freelancer Miss variant, which is the military one. But I mean, that one's further down there. We'll basically go to them in turn. This one here is the first one. This is the Freelancer Dur. This is the exploration variant. And basically, what the ship stats page say is it sacrifices some of the cargo space to kind of get a better jump drive, advanced scanners, and a bigger fuel tank. So basically, it can go further for longer, and you know, and it's just got a little bit less weaponry, but less cargo space. But if you have a look around here, I mean, also even the base Freelancer with this patch, even if you don't have one of the variants, they've added the full PBR. I believe they've added the full PBR models for it, so they do look a bit nicer. I mean, you got the missiles on the side. I do always like these guns on the side of the Freelancer. These ones here, semi-gimbaled, and look at this. Can you imagine getting shot by that? We'll look up here at the front. You got the 2 boobs at the front, which I would imagine is something to do with the sensors for the, you know, for the scanners. I mean, it's about the same size as the original Freelancer, as you can probably tell. Similar, you know, similar crew, similar cargo capacity. It's just looking at the stats page. It's a better jump drive. It's the main change. We'll go in. We'll take a look from the back and go in. I mean, they also fixed the ramps on these Freelancers. If you notice, with patch 12, the ramps were broken. That you actually fell through them. So we'll open up the back hatch. Have a look in. Go up the ramp. Let's close it back up behind us. And here we go. Get this cool turret up there. I wonder at what point they'll let us actually use that. Got these pipes at the top. We've got this new control panel added here. Doesn't actually do anything yet, but as you can see here, it looks like, I mean, they've reduced the cargo space a little bit. It doesn't look like there's the actual rear has actually been smaller. I don't know if these vertical metal curved strips here, I'm not sure if they're new. I'll have to look when we go to the other ones to see if they're there, or whether they're new in here. We've also got new cockpit models. You'll see when we get up here the new seats. But if you look at the metal effect in here, this is looking absolutely gorgeous. You still can't get in the beds yet, but that's to come. Got these nice new looking seats, nice new blue fabric seats. Let's drop down in one. Take a look at it from the front. You see, you got the two space boobs at the front, and look at you got the 2 sensors on the top. But other than that, it looks pretty similar. But this is the exploration variant, as I said. For the budding explorer, if you have a Freelancer and you know you're going to be specialising in exploration, then this is what you want. You want to upgrade to this. If the upgrade package to go from a normal Freelancer to this is $10. So let's get out here and let's walk up to the next one. So we'll head our buns out here. Dum-de-dum. So, you know, I wish I'd kind of left the pad down. So the next one we have here is the Miss. But I'm actually going to go past that for now and go to the Max, which is the one behind that. Basically, the reason being is that the Miss is the top end one and the limited edition one. The Max is basically the trading variant. It's basically got extra cargo space. Sacrifices some weapons, and it has extra capacity for cargo. I mean, the cargo on this cargo capacity is 280 freight units compared to 148 of the Dur that we just had, and the Mist variant has 132. But you can see straight away from the rear that it's whoa, sorry, left. From the back, it is definitely looks a lot wider, and you can see it's got dual engines on each side. So this one has 4 TR5 engines. The standard Freelancers and the other variants only have 2, so it's got the extra 2 engines to balance the extra weight it's going to be carrying. If we have a look around it before we go in, you got a turret at the top. You got 2 engines at the side, as I said. You've still got missiles on each side. It's still got these big ass guns at the side. But these engines, the dual engine mountings at the side, are absolutely huge. They're massive. I mean, the only other ship we've got that has really got twin engines looking like this is in the hangar at the moment is the 350R, where you got the twin engine at the back. But this has got the twins on each side. So if you can imagine, this is like about 130, 140 extra units of cargo it can carry compared to the standard and the Dur Freelancers. But from the front, it looks pretty much the same, apart from the wide engines at the side. But the actual body of side up the front looks the same. So we'll go around the back, and we'll dive in, and we'll take a look inside. You can tell, I mean, this is so much wider at the back. You'd expect it to look so much bigger once we get inside, right? Oh yes, look at that. You can see straight away. Pull this down, and you can see the extra cargo capacity we got here. So basically, if you're going to be a space trucker and you've got a Freelancer, a normal standard Freelancer in your hangar at the moment, and you haven't got a dedicated trading ship, and you know for definite you want to be a space trucker and you want to trade cargo back and forth, then this is the variant you want. This is the Freelancer Max, as I said, and to upgrade your normal Freelancer to this and keep any LTI you may have, the upgrade package in the store is $30. So you buy these upgrade packs, and then you go into your hangar where it lists your ships, and you can apply the upgrade and you choose the ship you want to put it on. Once you apply the upgrade, it's permanent. You can't go backwards. So if you want to switch to one of these variants, you have to make sure that it's something you really want to do, because you can't go backwards. So if we look in here, it doesn't, I mean, the Dur, as we saw, it had that little console partway up the back there. I'm not sure what that's actually for, but it's not in the other 2 variants, two new variants, so I guess maybe that's something to do with the, with tracking or sensors or something like that. But as you go through this door here and up to the cockpit, everything looks the same as the other variants. The cockpit is the same. Everything up here is identical. So it looks like so everything that's changed on these variants is all from the rear end. It's basically from the whole of the ship backwards and the external. Like as I said, this one obviously you can tell straight away from looking at this outside that it's different because of the width at the rear and the engines. So what I'm going to do is just going to go back to the Mist variant. Now this variant is basically, this is the militarized version, and this one's limited edition. The Freelancer Dur and the Freelancer Max, the other 2, they're permanent additions to the store. So you'll be able to pick those up in the pledge store anytime in the future, as long as the ships are available to pledge in the store. This one here, the military variant, is only going to be in the store for the next 10 days. I think it's like the 16th of June. So it's basically 10 days, and then this is going to be removed from the store. It will probably be back at some point, because SIG did announce that all ships that have been on sale before, apart from the Idris M and the Scythe, will return for sale at some point in the future. So there's a good chance it will be. But if you know you may want this ship, then I would get the upgrade for this. I mean, the upgrade package for this to go from a standard Freelancer to the military version, is $55, and this is what I did with mine. I'm more into combat and space trucking or exploring, so this is what I did with mine. Partly also because it's limited, and yeah, it's limited edition, so I want it. But we'll look at the front from this one again. We got a couple of space boobs. We got a little, it's got a little baby antennas at the top, not like the huge one at the front of the door. If we look around it, from the rear, it looks like the same size as the rear model. Same gun at the side, but this is where it changes. If you look here, you look at the wings from the side. You got the extra missile loaders on there, the missile racks. Because basically, what they've actually done with these, they've sacrificed some of the cargo space to have extra missiles. And it also has a express missile reloading system. The ship's stats page lists it as a bearing express missile replenishing system. So specifically what it is, I'm not sure if that's so if you look here, I mean, I'm not sure what this thing here is. I mean, this thing looks like a huge torpedo, and one above the wing there. You got one of those on each side. I'm not sure what they are. Is that like extra storage? Is that going to be part of the maybe it's part of the missile reloading system? I'm not totally sure, but I do like the engines. If you look at the back of the engines on these, you've got the guards around the engines at the back, and also one other thing to note is look at the turret at the top. If I look here, you look at the guns on that turret, and quickly run down to the door just to check it out. The guns on the turret look bigger. Could be beefed up. This model also has a upgraded shield, a bigger shield than the other one. The thing that's interesting to me as well is on the stats page, the standard Freelancer and these other two variants have a class 5 turret listed on the ship stats page. The MIST version doesn't have the class 5 rear turret listed. You can see the turret's still there, which makes me wonder, because it does seem bigger to me, like it's got bigger guns on it. So maybe they're not sure, they've not fleshed out what those guns are, what's going to be there, and that's why they've not actually put anything on there as yet. But it does also say that this variant comes with 2 racks of 10 bearing marksman 2 missiles, which is extra missiles, definite extra missiles. Okay, going over to the ship stats page, it does actually list that this ship has two times bearing marksman 2 roof mounts. Now, I don't know if those roof mounts, whether that's actually what those things are on top of the wings there. That sounds very feasible. Let's actually have a look inside it, just see what it looks like if there's any difference we can see internally. Inside, as I said, the cargo space on this is 132, the Dura is 148. So if you look in here, it just looks about the same size as the regular Freelancer. It doesn't have the actual the console here, and it doesn't have, if you remember when I mentioned in the Dura inside it about the metal struts that were going around the side, this doesn't have them. As you see, it's just got these two, these two joints here, but that one had some metal struts that looked away from the surface. What they're for, I don't know, but I'm going to run back quickly in a second and just to have a look. But I'm going to go up here and sit in a chair and look at this from external. I mean, the cockpit's the same, again, as the others, so we'll pop in here, we'll take an external view, and this is just so, look at it, it's so shiny, it's metallic, and oh, I mean, I never really pictured the Freelancer as being a gunboat or a military ship. It was always it always was like a trading vessel, and when I was doing the variants, I would expect it to trade in exploration. I never expected there to be like a full military version, and I never expected it to really like it, or for it to really work. But this, I don't know, the amount of missiles here, this could be freaking amazing. But just quickly before I end this here, I'm going to keep this video relatively short, just going over these ships. I'm just going to look back into the Jura just to see those metal plates, you know, the metal I was referring to. And you can also see on top, you've got the long-range scanners, because this one obviously has a edition. It's got the Leaper Pro jump engine rather than just a standard Leaper, which the other models have. It's got a Navi 7 long-range sensor and a Navi 7 expanded fuel tank. I guess the long-range sensor is what we're seeing on the top, or it could also be partly what we're seeing in the big area at the front. But here you see what I mean. These bars here on the side are not in the other models. What is for? I really don't know, but it's definitely something that's noticeably different when you come in here. Well, when I come in here. That as well as the console. Maybe that's something to do with the console, but this is more an exploration one. Maybe this console is going to feed in that as well. I mean, it's not fixed against the wall, so maybe that's something that that actually comes out, that feeds into the middle as if to surround something, and this is the console to monitor it or control that. Obviously 100% total speculation on my part. I don't have any idea. I've not even read through the Freelancer brochure yet. I was so excited to have a look at these. The brochure is also on the Freelancer link, which I'm going to put in the description below. So reading through that, I'm going to read through that while Vegas is actually rendering up this video, and there's a very good chance that may explain some of these things I've been unsure of here. But thanks for coming and stick by again. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos or any other videos I do, then feel free to subscribe. I've been playing I've started playing quite a bit of Arena Commander on Twitch and doing some streaming as well as the video I did yesterday. So feel free to drop by there. I'll put a link below, but it's just twitch.tv/BOD699. As I say on Starcast every week. On Starcast, it's just BOD699 everywhere if you want to keep abreast of what I'm doing. Same on YouTube, same on Twitter, same on Twitch. Yeah, so that's it, and I will see you guys in another video. And as I said, thanks for sticking around. Like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Bye bye.